welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Miss Benyiwaa. If this is your first time chancing on this channel, hi darling, you're welcome. Please don't make it your last. Please subscribe. Click on the red button down there and click on the notification bell right beside that red button. If you're a returning subscriber, hi darling, what's good? What's going on? What's popping? Yeah, so in this video I am going to share with you guys 5 tips or 5 ways you can earn money whilst in the university. I did a get ready with me video some time ago. I think the very first or second video on my channel, where I pinpoint certain things that you can do or certain things that I did in the university or people did in the university that was fetching them money. But in this particular video, I am going to be doing just that. I'm going to be listing those particular things and even more and explaining to details how you can earn money from such things. Without wasting much time, let's get right into the video. Okay guys, before we get into the 5 ways in which you can make money in the university, I want to talk about why you even need to make money in the university in the first place. First of all, it feels good to be able to earn your own money. At least you have parents or you have friends sending you money once in a while, but it gives me joy. Personally, it gives me joy when I realize, oh, I earn this money myself. I am using the money that I earn myself. Secondly, too, it helps you live a comfortable life on campus, because sometimes the money that we get from home or from our parents are mostly not enough. For me, are mostly not enough. But if you're able to go into certain things that will earn you extra cash, it is just to help you live a comfortable life whilst you're on campus, or even help you save for a bigger project after school. So the first way you can make money on campus is to learn a skill. Yes, I'm starting with this because that is what I personally did on campus, and it earned me money. It earned me quite an appreciable amount of money, which I think made my life more easier or comfortable as compared to if I wasn't doing anything at all. So you can go ahead and then find your passion. Find something that you are interested in. Maybe you are someone who is into computers. Just find something that you can do around that interest or that passion that would earn you money. How nice is it that you are working and then you are enjoying yourself at the same time? When you are doing something that you already have passion in, you feel happy about that particular thing because you are even in love with what you're doing. So you don't even see that thing as doing hard work anymore, but it is just practicing what you already enjoy. So the first thing is to learn a skill. I personally learned how to do makeup. Already I loved beauty, I loved hair, I loved makeup, I loved nails, I love everything beauty. So I went ahead and learned how to do makeup, and I was doing makeup on campus to earn some extra cash, and that was super good. You can learn anything you want. There were students on campus who actually learned how to braid, and they were braiding their fellow colleagues' hair for some money, because braiding on campus, doing your washing, getting your hair fixed on campus was so expensive. But some other students were doing that and they were earning extra money. I know of certain guys too who were trimming their mates' hair for money, and it was a good amount of money. If you are someone who is into IT, you can learn this digital marketing, graphic designing. Yes, you can learn graphic designing and earn an amount of money that is worth it. Campus is a place where campaigns go on, students, politicians go ahead and do flyers and all of that. A lot of programs on campus require that you need a flyer and something going around. So if you're into IT, if you are into computer, if you love something like that, if you love to be creative, you can go ahead and then learn how to do graphic designing, and you are going to earn an appreciable amount of money. That is the first way that you can earn money whilst on campus. The second point I want to talk about is, or the second way you can earn money whilst on campus, is joining an ushering group or an ushering agency. When I was on campus in my first or second year, I found out this ushering agency on campus. So I joined and I was earning money as to when we have gigs. So this is where there are events on campus or even off campus, and then we go out to usher in those events. We were having programs in most of the auditoriums on campus, or even having programs outside, going to usher for weddings and all of that. And for a day, we were earning an amount of money, and I think it was good for a day. So it was also a very good source of income. That is the second source of income that we can talk about, or we can do whilst on campus to earn extra money. The third thing that I want to talk about is thrifting, buying and selling of clothes. This is one way that most girls were actually making money. Not just girls, I think the guys were also using that same method to earn a lot of money, and it was giving them a good amount of money. So this is where you go to the market. So if you are in Legon, for instance, you can go to Kantamanto, or you can go to Mokola. If you are in KNUST, you can go to Edum, or you can go to KJTR. You find beautiful dresses around, maybe first selection or second selection. You find clothes that you feel like, or you've seen a lot of students wearing, or you think students are going to be interested in. Then you buy them at that cheaper price. You come to campus, you wash them, you iron them perfectly well, then you take correct pictures of them and you post it on your social media handles or your status and everywhere, and you recommend for people as well. You tell people, oh, you have these dresses, you have that dresses, you have this. It was selling, and it was making people good amounts of money. In my faculty, for instance, we were only allowed to wear blue shirts every time. So I wore blue shirts for the whole 4 years that I attended KNUST, because business students are supposed to wear blue shirts. So people use that as an opportunity to also earn extra money. There were people who didn't know their way around. People come in first year and they don't know anywhere in Kumasi. So some of the students went ahead, went to town, got the shirts, came, rebranded it, and they sold it to other students. So most of the students were buying their shirts from their colleagues. Yes, and I think that is a very good source of income as well. The fourth tip that I'm going to be giving you guys is you being a hall rep or a hostel rep. Most of the students on campus went in for the position of hall reps, hostel reps, and they were making an amount of money. They were making good amounts of money in their hostels. Even if you don't get the actual cash, like being paid for being a hostel or hall rep, there were other good benefits that they were enjoying, and I think it was worth it. So if you are a hall rep and you are not supposed to pay the full amount of the hostel or hall fee, and you are paying like half or even not paying anything at all, I think it's a good way of being paid, and I think it's very good. So you get to use your hostel money for something else. You can invest into something else, or if you are being paid as being the rep too, you get to use the money for something else. So accommodation on campus was very expensive. I'm saying was because I'm done with school, so you can just imagine what people are going to be paying now that they're in school. So this video is purposefully to let you know that there are lots of things that you can do on campus that will earn you a substantial amount of money, that would help you ease the burden on you as a student, that will help you live a comfortable life in terms of finances and not depend on people actually on campus. So the last but not the least thing that I want to talk about is to make pastries and sell. If you know how to bake, you can go ahead and bake. If you know how to do anything that is edible, just go ahead and do it. Food is one thing that when you venture into, you are never going to run at a loss. That is if you run it well, okay? Aside doing my makeup business, I was also doing hibiscus drink. That is sobolo. I was also doing sobolo in my hostel. I started that since second year or so, or first year. I started doing sobolo in my hostel and people were coming to buy. I was getting a good amount of money. Sometimes so I get orders from friends who are having birthday parties and all of that. It was cool. People were also baking cakes, doing cupcakes, and I think that was also a very good way of earning money on campus. I know someone would try to say that going to school is purposely for educational purposes, but what is the educational purposes for. It is to learn a skill and also gain experience. So make sure that whatever that you are trying to do to earn money is either leaving you with a skill or is leaving you with an experience. I don't want to leave school with just education. I said that in my previous video. You want to get something that will help you yourself as a human being. Even your communication skills, when you're working with people, if you are doing business with people, if you are constantly communicating with people, it helps your public speech. It helps with other things. It helps with a lot of things. So one bonus tip that I'll leave you guys with is that you can also help your other colleagues with their homeworks and project works. Okay, people are very lazy. A lot of people are very lazy when it comes to doing their project works, and then there are people on campus who are ready to take on that task, and then you pay them some money. So this is just a bonus tip. You are in school to study, so make sure you do your project work. But in case for some reason you can't do your project work, there are some people on campus who help with project works, homeworks, and all of that, assignments, thesis, and all of that. I think that is also a bonus tip that I'm giving to you all on how to make money on campus. So after knowing all these things, do not stay on campus and then be broke. This is where I end this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned one or two things that you are going to apply as a student in the university and going to earn some money for yourself. Thank you guys so much for watching up to this end. Please subscribe to this channel if you haven't subscribed yet, and click on the post notification bell right beside the subscribe button. I love you guys so much, and I'm going to see you in my next video. Bye.